It started with the old mirror in the attic. My grandma always said it was bad luck, always kept it covered with a thick, moth-eaten sheet. She'd give me these stern looks whenever I glanced towards it, murmuring about things best left undisturbed. When she passed and I inherited the house, I laughed it off. Superstitions, right? The first thing I did, eager to make the dusty old attic my own, was pull the sheet away. The reflection was off. It wasn't me, exactly. It was my shape, my clothes, but the face was a distorted, sorrowful version of my own. Its eyes seemed to hold an ancient, unbearable sadness, and its mouth was fixed in a silent, desperate plea. I shivered, rationalizing it as just an old, warped piece of glass. Maybe the silvering was degraded. I told myself it was nothing, then things began. Small noises at night, whispers just out of earshot, like dry leaves skittering across a wooden floor, or a faint, mournful sigh carried on a non-existent breeze. My usually placid cat, Mittens, started acting strangely. She'd stare fixedly at the mirror, even when it was covered again, because I did cover it. The distorted face had unnerved me more than I'd admit, her tail puffed up, hissing at nothing visible to me. Sometimes, she'd let out this low, guttural growl I'd never heard from her before, her hackles raised. Last night was different. I woke up abruptly, not from a dream, but from a faint, persistent scratching sound. It was rhythmic, like fingernails on glass, coming from the attic. My heart hammered in my chest. I tried to convince myself it was just the house settling, or a branch against the window, but the sound was too precise, too deliberate. Eventually, the urge to know, the primal fear mixed with an unhealthy curiosity, pulled me from my bed. I crept up the creaking attic stairs, the scratching growing louder with each step. It was undeniably coming from the mirror. I stood before the sheet-draped form, trembling. The scratching intensified, a frantic, insistent plea. Slowly, my hand reached out, compelled by some unseen force, and I pulled the sheet away. The reflection wasn't distorted anymore. It was me, perfectly clear, every detail of my face, my hair, my pajamas rendered with chilling accuracy. But it wasn't my expression. It was smiling. A wide, unnatural smile that stretched its lips far too wide, revealing teeth that seemed just a shade too long. It was a smile that promised agony, not joy. And then, its mouth moved. No sound escaped, but I clearly read the words on its lips, "Let me out." I screamed, a raw, primal sound, and threw the sheet back over the mirror with all my might, stumbling backward. I scrambled down the attic stairs, not caring about the noise, and barricaded myself in my bedroom. But I can still hear the scratching, fainter now, but constant. And the smile, it's burned into my mind. I keep seeing it in the dark, superimposed over my own reflection in windows, in my phone screen. I don't know